This is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI Studios in Toronto, Canada.
Hey Toronto, this is Ed Sheeran.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Hi, this is Bryan Adams.
This is Adele.
This is Madonna.
It's Michael Bublé, and you're listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep Show. It's fun. They're amazing.
So this past weekend, we had a bunch of people over because we have a pool. Everybody always wants to come over, especially in this heat and humidity.
Okay.
Some family members were there, some friends were there, and we had a potluck.
Oh, you had a potpourri.
A potluck.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah.
Kind of. Why do you really call it a potpourri?
I always mix those two up, so I just lean into it.
It kind of is a potpourri.
Yeah.
So our friend Josh, he brought his famous coleslaw. It's delicious.
Love a coleslaw.
My husband makes his own homemade burgers. Everybody loves his homemade burgers. He
Yummy.
did his homemade burgers. My sister.
What did you bring? The fun?
I directed people and told them what to do.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister brought a pasta salad.
Love a pasta salad.
Now, she doesn't actually make a pasta salad, but my husband requested a pasta salad just to make sure everything was even out in terms of what people were bringing.
Yeah.
So she brought one. The thing is she showed up, she served it, she, did a little extra, added some feta on top of it, served it, and everyone loved it.
Nice.
It was so delicious that now, days later, on our group text, our family group text, my husband is texting, oh my goodness, your pasta salad. It was so good, Niru. I need the recipe. It was so good. Plus, my friend Josh is now asking for the recipe because he loved the pasta salad so much.
Right. He's like, I'll give you my coleslaw recipe. You give me your pasta salad recipe.
And so he's like, do you mind sharing? Silence from my sister. And the reason why there's silence from my sister is I knew this, but nobody else knew this. When she showed up with her pasta salad, it was in a Longo's bag because she bought it from Longo's.
Oh, but she passed it off like she made it?
Yes. She just emptied it out into a bowl, a serving bowl, and then topped it with feta and made it look like she made the pasta salad, which I didn't care.
Okay, at any point in the party, though, did she reference or say that she made...
No.
Okay, so she
just added it to the mix, but then everybody was like, Niru, your pasta salad's so good. And I could see she was so uncomfortable because she didn't want to accept the praise. But here we are
she
now.
Stayed silent.
Yes.
Silence is basically guilt.
Now she's like, what do? I don't have a recipe. And I'm also in on it now because now I'm lying for her. Do I tell my husband? Do we come clean? Do we just take the credit? Do we make up a recipe? What do we do?
I hate to tell you, but I think you kind of did just come clean.
Oh, right. I guess my husband does listen to the show.
Right. That's a tough one. I mean, I think she just exits the group chat. Niru has exited the chat.
That's not going to look suspicious. Already my husband's like, oh, wow, she didn't respond. And it's not every day that my husband compliments her on something she makes.
Yeah.
So for her to not respond is weird.
Why don't you play? Maybe at this point I would go, I'm so flattered, guys. Thanks so much. Look, this is like a secret family recipe. This has been passed down from many generation of Hondas, and I cannot tell you.
To which my parents go, we're in this family, and we have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm in this family.
Everyone is going to have to be complicit.
Oh, no. Do we just come clean, or do we just make something up?
Okay, you tell us here. Lynn in Bolton, what do you think?
I don't think there's anything wrong with what she did. And she didn't put her own spin on it. So I just come clean and say, hey, yeah, I learned a quick trick, picked up the salad from the Longo's or any store that has a pre-made salad, and put it in a bowl and mix it up, and these are the toppings I added to it to make it my own.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
She added feta. That's there was already feta in it. She just added more.
Oh, just feta?
Yeah,
just feta.
She added more. She put some parsley, what have you, on that. So she made it a little extra where someone else might take it and just take the lid off it.
I'm going to make up my own rule here and say if you add at least 3 toppings, it's your own. If she added parsley, feta, and a little watermelon, that's hers.
She added feta, some lies, and some guilt.
Okay, those don't count. Those do not count.
I don't think there's lies and guilt in there.
Sue from Carlisle, thank you for holding. So what should me and my sister do? Come clean or just keep quiet?
No, you need to come clean because if you come up with a recipe, they're going to say, well, what kind of salad oil did you use? You're going to go in way too deep.
Yeah. I know that's the problem. There's going to be too many specifics. And I don't even know if she remembers what's in it. It came out of a pre-made box.
Right.
Yeah. What you need to do, I think, is tell them exactly which Longo's you got it at, what you did. You topped it with feta so that people are like, oh, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. But then what if they think less of her as a cook?
Oh, they already do.
Okay.
I
all
guess
right.
if they're asking you to make pasta salad, then maybe they don't think you can cook.
At conflicting advice here, own it, come clean, say nothing. Okay, Amira in Brampton says, say nothing, just keep nodding, throw around words like infused and al dente and ride that fake chef wave.
Yeah, if you sound like you know what you're talking about, maybe they'll believe you. I will say on the text line, overwhelmingly, you guys are all saying like fake it, pretend. Like nobody's saying come clean. This person, Rita in Scarborough, saying come clean. Absolutely not. Take that secret to the grave.
I love this one. Nav and Vaughn trying to monetize this. Nav saying take the credit, then start charging for custom orders. You've accidentally launched a pasta empire.
Pretty sure you can't do that. Pretty sure that's illegal. Jess in Oakville saying she should say she can't give the recipe out because it only works if you cook it with love. And a very specific kind of basil, only sold in Europe.
I love this sort of like slightly condescending response from Maya in North York who goes, admit nothing, just say the recipe is really complex and you're not sure others can pull it off.
Oh, yeah. Insult them at the same time. It's the 1-2 punch.
That's doubling down.
Oh. And finally, Sam in Richmond Hill saying she should say, I just threw it together and then dramatically change the subject when someone asks for specifics.
Okay.
Oh, squirrel. Just do that right after.
Hopefully your sister is listening and she's taking this advice to heart.
I've already outed her. Sorry.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Today's a great day for most people, not for you, Pooja. We've been on the air with this show for almost 4 years now, and people have come to know certain things about us. And I think one of the things universally known about you by everyone listening right now in the car at home is that you, I don't know if it's that you don't like hugging or that you're a bad hugger.
I'm a bad hugger.
It's National Hugging Day.
Yes.
And you were a bad hugger.
I don't mind the actual hugging if I was good at it. I end up getting super awkward in the hug. I will inevitably take out an Adam's apple here and there. It's just like my shoulder goes in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
It's always awkward. It looks awkward. It feels awkward. I want to like release and they still want to hold on. It never goes well. I shouldn't hug.
Couple observations. So for the 15 years I've known you, I can count on two hands the number of times we've hugged in 15 years. It's been less than 10.
And
the one time when we hugged, it had been a while. You gave me COVID. One time when we hugged. So
Yes.
there's that.
Sorry
also,
about that.
I will say I can tell you don't enjoy hugging because you're very tense. Your body is very tense. It's very rigid when you're hugging. I feel like you need to just let go and
just be
let yourself fall
loose,
into it.
just a
not
little
too
loose?
loose, not like Gumby.
Okay.
Just
'Cause
normal.
Where people are just trying to hold you up.
Yeah, you want to collapse in someone's arms.
You don't want to be like Weekend at Bernie's? Not like that. Not that.
Not full weekend. Is it gotten any better? Is what I want to know. Is there an update?
So here's the problem. You know how hot it's been lately, right?
Yeah.
So if you go to anything, anywhere, everybody's sweating, and it's like the last thing you want to do is embrace.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how many times people still go in for the hug. I've even had people say, "I'm a hugger."
Oh, I love that.
They say that before they go in for the hug, and I'm like, do I at that point go, "I'm not"?
Yeah. The I'm not would be quite a maneuver. Because when you meet someone, you're like, okay, are we handshaking? Are we fist bumping? And then the person drops the I'm a hugger, which is basically them saying, I'm coming in.
Yes. And I'll never say no. I always go in for the hug. I'm like, I'm a people pleaser and I don't want to disappoint anyone. And I want to hug you. I do. I'm just not good at it. And it's hot. Why are we hugging?
I really want to hear you drop the I'm not when someone says, I'm a hugger.
I could
I'm
never.
not.
I could never. I think I'm better off just doing Weekend at Bernie's at that point. Just melting into them. And they'll never want to hug me again.
It actually matches your personality because you're very dramatic. So you just go fully limp and they have to support you and then they drop you onto a fainting couch. And you're just like, oh.
Wow, now you are speaking my language. I love this day. National Hugging Day for the rest of you.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
from 98.1 CHFI.
Okay, this one makes me feel nostalgic, which tells me I'm probably getting old. But it's intern day. Internships, man, they are such a crucial part for many people, that first sort of step into your career.
It's funny because I think when we were growing up, interning was sort of part of the deal. Many people volunteered, many people interned, and now it's not so much a thing.
Is it not?
Well, now it's just you got to pay me for my time kind of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. So there's, paid internships and unpaid internships.
Yes.
Both of the big ones I had were unpaid.
Same.
Yours too, yeah.
Same, yeah. And I got to say, I learned so much. My very first internship, I was in a newsroom, and you're just a sponge, and you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and you just want to learn everything, and it's so exciting to be there because you're like, I can't believe this is somebody's job, and maybe I can do it one day. I remember being an intern, and we had other people who were one step above the intern, they were EAs, they were editorial assistants.
So they'd probably done an internship and they liked them and they'd been hired.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that
okay.
was the goal, is you wanted to, be impressive enough that you would get hired. They were training the interns. And one of them said to me, oh, by the way, every Friday, the interns have to buy a dozen donuts for everybody, in the newsroom. And at that time on that shift, there were about a dozen people there.
A newsroom loves donuts or
They
Timbits.
really do, or a good coffee run, because that's what a lot of the interns do. So I went and I got my dozen donuts and I showed up and I was handing them out to everyone, and they were like, "Wow, okay, intern is a keener, huh? You're a real keener." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You really want to, I guess, impress the bosses. You want to impress people. I hate to break it to you, the bosses aren't here." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's my turn." And they're like, "Your turn?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Friday. It was my turn to buy the donuts for everyone." And then they all just started laughing. And I was like, what? And they're like, "That's not a thing." So whoever trained me and told me that, I looked over at him and he's just laughing in the corner, just thought it was hilarious. So part of my internship also involved getting pranked.
Yeah, it's funny a bit until you realize, wait, the intern's making no money, paid to commute to get down here,
Yes.
probably paid for parking.
And now I'm paying for donuts
And now
too.
you're paying for donuts too. So you're actually operating at a financial loss to intern.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have an intern story?
I do. You know what? I'll tell this one real quick. So I had 2 internships when I broke in when I was like 22, 23.
When I broke in.
Yeah, when I broke in.
As opposed to breaking out.
Broke into the biz.
Oh,
broke
okay.
into the biz, yeah. I'll tell the one about the Hockey News. So Hockey News is a magazine, and I was a big fan of it. I read it as a kid. I subscribed to it. So I was a writer in university, so I thought, let me apply here. I'm a hockey writer. They probably, they might take a look at me. So I sent them my writing samples. They called me in for an interview. Boss goes, "Listen, you're a bright kid. Your writing is really good. It would be a fit here." He's like, "We just we don't do internships here at the Hockey News."
Oh.
And I go, "Oh, why not?" He goes, "Yeah, we just don't have any internships here. We don't do them." I go, "Well," and in this moment, this might be the most brilliant bit of convincing I've ever done. I said to him, his name was Jason. I go, "Jason," "Look, it's free labor. I'll work 2 to 3 days a week. You tell me which days. I'll work full days. You don't have to pay me. What do you think?" And I could see, I kind of basically said, "Why not? Why don't
Right.
you have interns?"
Right.
And I could see the wheels turning in his head, and I could see him literally thinking in his mind, "Why don't we have interns?" In the process of that 15-minute meeting, I walked in with him saying we don't offer internships, and I walked out with the first ever internship.
Come on.
At the Hockey News.
You created the
I
internship
created-
program?
And it's funny, if you look at the masthead of the Hockey News now, where they list all the staff, the longest part of that staff now is interns, because now they have an army of interns, because who doesn't love free labor in struggling media times?
Wow. And did you get like a bust of yourself at the entry? Like everybody gets to see your bust when they walk in because you're now the reason why there's an internship program?
Obvi, it's beside your bust holding a tray of donuts.
Have you ever been an intern, and what is your interning story? Getting a lot of texts at 981-981.
Some great text coming in. Turns out a lot of people have had some funny intern stories. Leah in Oakville goes, "Day 1 of my internship, I called my boss Mom by accident in front of the whole team."
Mom, I'll get that, Mom. Be right back, Mom. Mom, can I go to the bathroom?
Just have to come back from that. Or it really endears you to the team because it's sweet.
True. Priya in Brampton running us. My manager told me to take initiative, so I started a daily motivational quote board. Day 1 was, "Don't talk to me before coffee." I thought it was funny. I was asked to take it down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not very motivational when you're like, "Don't talk to me."
And as the intern, you can't really be barking orders around.
Yeah.
That's tough. This is good. Dev in Mississauga said, "I was asked to book a boardroom and accidentally double booked it with a surprise baby shower for someone from a different company."
Oh, no. How does that even happen?
I don't even know. Shared workspace?
By the way, do you know how to book a boardroom?
Here? No, absolutely
I have
not.
no idea.
No.
Tyler from Hamilton writing us to say, "I tried to be a keener and clean the office fridge." Ooh, you're brave, Tyler. "Accidentally threw out someone's keto lunch. He was very angry. I offered him my granola bar."
Not keto, bro.
No, and I didn't get hired.
Oh, this is good. Andre in Scarborough says, "I wore a full suit the first week. Everyone else was in jeans and hoodies. One guy asked if I was in court."
I mean, way to leave an impression. Monica in Toronto writing, "I replied all to a company-wide email
No.
asking if we could all leave early for the Beyonce concert.
No.
The CEO replied, 'Only if you get me tickets.'"
Wow.
Oh, no.
I mean, that's memorable.
Yeah.
Everyone will know your name at least. I once made 150 color copies, all single-sided, of a 40-page report.
No.
The tree community still hasn't forgiven me. No name attached to that one.
That's too much. And finally, one here from Chris and Vaughn. My internship was remote, and I accidentally shared my screen with several tabs open. Oh, no. One of them was titled, How to Sound Smart on Zoom.
Honestly, anytime anyone shares their screen and there's multiple tabs open, that's immediately where my eyes
That's
go.
where I
I'm
go
like,
first.
ooh, is there anything personal there or anything?
You know what that says about us, right? That we're nosy.
Well, doesn't everyone do that, though? Come on.
Yeah.
Everyone's curious.
I think so.
If you've got an intern story, you can keep them coming. You can drop us a text at 981-981.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
So there's a study out that suggests that your favorite way of eating eggs could say something about your personality traits.
Ooh, okay.
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
even I can admit this is ridiculous because you know what? On some days I feel like my eggs some way, and another day I might feel like them another way. So what does that
we're always
mean?
in different moods. It's like a mood ring. We're not all one thing.
Yes.
I think we did this once, but it was the way you take your coffee, and now they have it for eggs. Also, if you think it's ridiculous, all hope is lost.
Yeah, it pretty much is. But now I'm curious. There's so many ways to eat eggs, whether it's poached or fried or sunny side up, or what was yours? You were telling us about all different ways to prepare eggs that we didn't even know existed.
Oh yeah, over hard, over easy. There's all kinds of soft boiled.
Yeah, scrambled. What's your deal?
So do you have like the legend here, the key if I tell you?
Yeah, so I have poached eggs, boiled eggs, fried eggs, scrambled eggs, and an omelet.
Okay, for the purpose of this, I'm going to just pick one to make it simple here. So I'm going to say fried.
Fried, okay. Fried egg lovers are described as creative and curious.
Oh, I thought you were going to say simple and basic because it's like the easiest way. You don't have to do anything.
No. I think that does actually describe you, though. You are creative and you are very curious.
I'm curious like a cat, so I got a few friends that call me Whiskers. What about you?
So I go scrambled.
Okay.
And scrambled enthusiasts are typically childless professionals with lower levels of neuroticism. Wait a minute.
Wait, because you like your eggs scrambled, you're childless?
But I'm a professional.
What sense does that make?
That's what I'm saying. These don't make any sense.
Okay.
And so if you're curious, for anybody who's listening, if you like your eggs poached, you tend to be outgoing and extroverted.
See, I do poached only when I go to a restaurant like in an Eggs Benny because I don't really know how to do poached well myself.
There's an art to it.
There is an art to it. It's
Yeah.
tricky. Can we do Steph? Because Steph always brings in her hard-boiled eggs in here and it stinks up the studio.
Sure. Hard-boiled eggs more likely to be disorganized and impulsive with a higher risk of divorce.
Oh my God. Okay, Steph is not disorganized, but she is impulsive.
Yeah.
And she has shared this on the show, so I'm not telling tales out of school. She's divorced.
Yes, there
and
you
Steph's
go.
not here, by the way, and she's gonna beat me tomorrow. She comes back.
And now she's going to beat you in like an egg. How about that? Finally, if you are an omelet lover, you're seen as well organized, reliable, and you have lower divorce rates. Again, one has nothing to do with the other, I don't think, but somebody conducted a study on this.
Yeah, what does it say about over hard? It says this is not a real way to make eggs?
Yeah, and we are out of time.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
this is the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast. The Daily Double.
With Pooja and Gurdeep.
Okay, here are two stories you need to know. What do you got, Gurdeep?
Okay, we got to start off with Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry spotted at Le Violet in Montreal, romantic French restaurant, and the rumors are flying online that this may be a new couple alert. She is recently separated. He's been single for a couple of years. Yeah, the pictures look pretty interesting. They were also having a walk around Montreal before the dinner. So this
Were they
might have been a
holding
whole
hands? Was there any PDA?
No PDA, but I mean they're smart. They know that they're public figures. They probably wanted to keep it on the low. I'm just going to jump to conclusions here because I can do that, and I'm going to assume they're a couple because I want to come up with a couple name.
Okay.
For Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry. So some of my favorites so far that have popped into this noodle of mine. Custon,
okay.
Katy Perry and Justin. Mm-hmm. This one might be my new favorite though. JustyCat. JustyCat.
Oh my God, it's a little long, but I like it.
JustyCat.
Okay, I'm thinking JD.
JD? That
She's
sounds
Katy.
like they're jaded though.
Okay.
It only
JD.
gets one letter?
Okay, sorry. All right, okay, how about this one? Tinty.
Tinty?
You take the last part of Justin and the last part of Katy and you get Tinty. Tinty. They're so
Cat's
cute.
name. Tinty. Tinty's kind of cute, although I don't know that it's on the nose enough.
Okay, here's one. Stinka. Stinka. You take the last part, right? Like
Stinka?
It's the stin part and the ki of the Katie.
For someone who loves love, you're not so good at coming up with a couple names. Okay, what about this one? You know they went to a fancy French restaurant?
Yeah.
Perrydeau.
Oh, come on.
Perrydeau. Oh, where are they? Perrydeau.
That is it.
Right? Perry and Doe from Trudeau.
Perrydeau.
Perrydeau.
Perrydeau. It sounds like a wine.
It does. It's a Perrydeau 65.
Look, we need confirmation that this is even a thing. I think he was just playing tour guide, showing her around, taking her to nice restaurants.
You're so innocent. You're so innocent. There's more to it. Okay, all right. We'll continue to speculate. What do you got?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I got some stories too. I just want to keep talking about. I just want to talk about
Do you
Stinka.
want to just do this? If you got more, we can just keep rolling with
sorry,
this.
I just got so excited about the couple
You just looked at me like deer in the headlights. Like, what are you talking about?
I love love. Okay, so have you heard of Summerween? Summerween.
We're combining names again. Okay.
Yes, apparently people are already planning for Halloween in the summer. So a lot of retailers are already getting in on the branding. You might see Summerween signs up. You'll probably see a lot of Halloween decorations up. Here's why. 44% of millennial Canadians decorate in September or earlier for Halloween.
It's like 40 degrees out, man. I don't want to be seeing pumpkins at Dollarama.
I know, but places like Home Depot, they are starting pre-sales to accommodate these people. August 4th is when they're starting their pre-sale.
That's next week.
Yes.
No.
And you remember that 12-foot skelly? It went viral. Everybody had them on their lawns. You couldn't get them. Like, it was impossible to get them. So it's sort of going off of that is whatever is trendy this year, and you know there's going to be new offerings, you're not going to be able to get your hands on them if you wait. You got to buy them in Summerween.
No, I'm not giving into the pressure
of
Summerween.
I know, but don't be surprised if you see it when you're shopping.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
You know, we're supposed to appreciate the small things, the little things. This is what we're told all the time. And I think that we all need the reminders to do it. And like, they're the small victories sometimes. Sometimes it could be something as simple as, you know, like you were parallel parking and you got it on the first try.
Or reversing in, like you in the morning in the parking lot.
Never get it on the... In my minivan, I can't get it on the first try.
In fairness, the minivan's a lot happening there. There
is a lot going on. But yeah, like appreciating those small victories. Do you have one?
I got lots. I mean, the older I get, the more I think I celebrate the small victories. Because as a kid, I don't think you really have that presence of mind and you don't realize psychologically what it does to you and the gratitude and all that. But for me, you know, waking up at the hours we do, it's on the weekend. It's not counting the amount of coffee I'm drinking because I'm very mindful. I don't drink coffee after 9 a.m. Monday to Friday, but on the weekend, it's like, oh, it's 7 p.m. I feel like another cappuccino. I'm going to do it. Is that coffee number 12? Who cares? It's the weekend. I know I might have a bit of a problem. It's also lingering in bed on weekends with Coffee the Pooch.
Oh, that's so
Because in the morning,
nice.
I get up first alarm and she wants to keep hanging out and I'm like, gotta go. But on weekends, I'm like, yeah, we can hang out and throw on a show and just like cuddle for an extra hour.
I love that.
Yeah.
There is something about like even, you know, getting in the shower, especially this time in the morning when, you know, not a lot of people are up. There's like this quietness and this calmness that's really nice. But you get in the shower and like when it just first hits your face, there's just something so nice about that.
And when you don't have to rush on a weekend too, you can take a nice long shower.
Yeah, let's celebrate those victories. Let's celebrate all, like maybe it's just as simple as like you woke up before your alarm was supposed to go off because you got that good of a night's sleep.
Wait, isn't that a bad thing?
Well, yeah, I guess so, because you could have slept longer.
If I woke up before my alarm, I'd be like, I'm missing 10 minutes of sleep.
Or you're like, I'm so energized, I'm ready to take on the day.
Yeah, that hardly happens for me. That's a big victory.
I don't
if
think that happens for anyone.
No.
Now that I think about it.
And I know this one's very cliche and a lot of people are going to say this, but like you mentioned it in your teaser, that first sip of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
The first sip of coffee is magic.
I will tell you, when I go to crack an egg and I don't like spoil the yolk in a sunny side up, that is a small victory.
And no bits of shell in there?
Yeah.
No little shell pieces?
I'm fired up.
Steph, you got one?
I love when the coffee, like my Keurig, actually has water in it in the morning.
Okay,
That is like a huge win.
Big.
Hold on, that's super specific. What?
Because everybody uses up all the water, and then you're always the one filling it up.
Wait, but like, don't you just? I refill it anyway because
So-
what if you're like it's been sitting there forever?
I refill it all the time. But when other people are making coffee throughout the day or at night, someone's having a coffee and I go to bed and I wake up and there's no water, I'm like, now I got to fill up the water. So when someone has filled up the water for me, that's a huge deal.
It's a common curse.
I'm so with you.
Yeah.
The small victories. Enjoy them.
So a lot of text coming in here at 981-981. Tasha in East York says, didn't lose my AirPods or my will to live on the TTC today. That's 2 for 2.
Jasmine from Mississauga saying, got my kid to eat something green that wasn't a gummy bear.
Oh, hey.
That's a small victory.
I've heard of parents like, I don't know if you do this with C and Bodhi, like disguising vegetables as like chicken nuggets.
Oh, no.
Or like do tofu nuggets or veggie nuggets.
No, I'll disguise it in like a sauce or something. Like I'll put spinach or something, zucchini where they don't know what's in there.
That works on me too. Ravi in North York texting in saying, answered an email that's been haunting me since last Tuesday. Now I'm feeling unstoppable.
Oh, wow.
Do you ever have emails that you're just like dreading responding to and you get to it, you're like, oh, I'm so glad that's gone.
Or like I'll be like, I'll respond to this later, and then I forget inevitably. I should just respond to it in the moment.
Yeah.
Mike from Caledon writing, I folded laundry the same day I washed it. I'm basically a life coach now.
Wait a minute. Doesn't everyone do that?
No.
You just leave it unfolded for days? That would drive me nuts.
Sometimes it just sits in the dryer.
You know what the hack to that is? When I take it out of the dryer, I throw them onto my bed. So I have to fold it because I can't sleep with a bunch of clothes on my bed.
Oh, unless, you get really lazy and you're like, I'm just going to sleep on them and
this
then wash
warm,
them
clean
again.
pile.
If I threw clothes on my kid's bed, they would just leave them there and think it's the rest of their room.
Coffee does try to sleep on top of the pile.
Yeah,
So,
I know. Why do
that's
dogs
fair.
love clean clothes?
Because it smells great.
They're just weird.
It's those scent boosters. Liam in Oakville says, I didn't reply K in a text to my partner. Look at me, communicating like a fully formed adult.
Oh, wow. Relationship is growing. Derek and Vaughn saying, finally threw out that soy sauce packet from 2003. Don't you have like a drawer of soy sauce packets?
Gosh.
And like I have stuff in the fridge that I don't even know. Why did I put it in there?
What's the shelf life on soy sauce packets?
I think they last a long time.
They do, but I just threw them all out. I had the little butter cups in there, little ones, and then I had the ketchup, soy sauce,
the vinegar.
I had
Those must go bad, right?
The little ginger packets.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's all has to go.
They definitely go back.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Tanya in Stouffville says, he said, I'm not hungry, but then proceeded to eat my fries anyway, and I didn't file for divorce. That's a win.
You cannot have fries and not expect to share them. I am sorry.
But like order your own side then, no?
Yeah, everybody should, but they don't. Brian from Hamilton writing, made it through the day without Googling a single symptom. Oh,
Okay.
yes. I'm one of those people, like, I will have to Google. Something's always wrong.
Something's always wrong,
Yeah.
especially when you got kids. And this person, Mike, has a kid. Mike says, successfully negotiated with my 3-year-old terrorist over a sock. Send Nobel Peace Prize now.
Been there, done that. I agree with you. That's not a small victory. That's a big victory.
We got through this segment without messing it up. Small win.
There you go.
The Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
From 98.1 CHFI.
Frankie Flowers, what a familiar and friendly voice. How are you?
I am Fabby Dabby. How you doing today?
We're doing great. How's retirement, but not really retirement, just like getting your life back?
Fake retirement.
Yeah. How's that going?
Mornings are like amazing. Like when you don't get up at the time of stupid, when you're like, wow, the sun is coming up and I'm going to get up at the same time. You're like, this is cool. Yeah, it's amazing. It's been good.
I was ready to say you sound more energized, but even when Frankie was on these crazy morning hours, he was still at this level of energy.
Oh, yeah.
You're
for
the
sure.
same.
Yeah, I'm down 1 coffee a day. I was highly caffeinated back then, like highly caffeinated.
Wow.
We couldn't tell. Now you get to just wake up to the birds chirping.
Yeah, them birds. Like, I get mad at them sometimes. I'm like, please, like, today's my day. I just want to get an extra hour. And why the hell are you chirping?
Yeah. And there's one that chirps my name too, so I feel partly responsible for that. Gurdeep! Frankie, this might depress people, but it's the first weekend of August already, which is like kind of the beginning of the end of the summer for some people, I guess, depending on how you look at it. How's it all looking? It's a long weekend. That's positive.
Yeah, glass is half full. There's still lots of summer left, so don't worry about that. Through the weekend, we got temperatures upper 20s, lots of sunshine, low humidity as well. So beautiful, beautiful weekend to take in, whether you're a cottage country, in the city of Toronto, or anywhere.
You know, a lot of people complaining about the heat and humidity, and I know it's uncomfortable and it can be dangerous in some circumstances. However, have we not had a great summer? Is it just me?
It depends on what you do. When you work in air conditioning, it has been a fantastic summer. Mm-hmm. But for those that work outdoor, it has been a real struggle. A reminder, hey, it's still really dry. So if you are heading up into areas where you're thinking about campfires and whatnot, be super safe. But it has been, if you own a boat, if you thought I'm going to put a pool in, if you're into the whole summer world, you love it.
Frankie, before we let you go, tell us one thing you're doing for the rest of the summer that's going to make Pooja and I jealous.
One thing, I'm sleeping more than you guys.
You went right for the jugular.
Yeah. Hit him where it hurts.
And this weekend, I'm heading to the Rec Laws. I'm actually heading with Devo to Kitavalla to the Rec Laws.
Oh,
that's so
fun.
fun. I guess our invites got lost in the mail or something.
Oh, yeah, they're the same ones we gave you last year.
Frankie, enjoy yourself, buddy. We miss seeing you in the flesh, but we're so happy to hear your voice.
Okay, guys, sleep tight over the weekend.
Yeah, we'll try. That's when we catch up.
Okay.
Bye, Frankie.
Ciao.
Thanks, Frankie.
Bye, guys. Bye.
From CHFI Studios,
It's the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast
the Daily Double.
with Pooja and Gurdeep.
We have 2 stories you need to know. What do you got?
Okay, so Eugenie Bouchard, who was once Canada's sweetheart, retired from professional tennis last night. Very fitting that she played her last match in Montreal, her hometown, at the National Bank Open. She lost in a hard-fought second-round match last night, and she addressed the home crowd in a retirement speech right after the match. Have a listen.
I think it's so special to play my last match here in Montreal on this court in front of you guys. I remember being a little kid sitting in these stands, hoping and dreaming that I would play on this court one day. So it feels like such a full circle moment to finish my career here. I want to thank my family, Mom, Dad, my sisters and brother, for their sacrifice and support. It's only because of that I'm standing here today. And I want you guys to know that when this crowd cheers for me, they're cheering for you guys too, because I wouldn't be here without you.
So she's yeah, I know, right? Gets you right in the feel. She's 31 now, but she has not really been a competitive player for many years. She stole Canadians' hearts back in 2014. I know it's been a long time since she was competitive, but let's not forget she was the first ever Canadian tennis player, man or woman, to be ranked top 5 in singles, and the first ever Canadian player, man or woman, Canadian-born player, to reach a Grand Slam final. She made the 2014 Wimbledon final and lost. These were massive accomplishments back then, but she did fall off after that.
At 31, it's hard to say happy retirement, isn't it?
I know she's still got so much time and what she's going to do in terms of next steps. She says catching up on sleep, and also she's going to be doing some TV work down the hall from us here at Sportsnet.
Oh, nice. Well,
Yeah.
welcome to the building. Welcome to the campus.
What do you got, Pooch?
So there's so much excitement for the CNE, which is officially opening August 15th.
Yay.
And Gurdeep, you're actually hosting the opening ceremony.
I am going to be hosting the opening ceremony, yes.
So everything from the rides, the games, the latest food offerings, usually something goes viral. That's all the stuff that we're looking forward to. However, there is something new this year at the CNE, and it sounds exhilarating. It's called Dinner in the Sky.
Oh.
Okay, and it will send diners 150 feet in the air. You're surrounded by panoramic views of the X grounds, and then you enjoy a meal while you're up there. So it's like a ride meets a fancy dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, not a new concept. This has happened before in Dubai and Tokyo. Even Toronto had something like this. But this is the first time a festival in Canada has ever done anything like this. So it's called a flight. It seats up to 22 people. You're suspended with a chef in the middle who prepares your meal. And the flights start at 3 p.m. But they're anywhere from $110 to $345 because you can choose like a short flight or a longer flight. And with that ticket also comes complimentary tickets to the CNE.
But while I'm up there, can I eat a burger wrapped in Krispy Kreme donuts, wrapped in a hot dog, wrapped in sadness?
Still not sure what is on the menu, but sure, if you do you, if that's what you're craving, go for it.
Thanks for listening to the Pooja and Gurdeep podcast.
Listen to Pooja and Gurdeep live weekday mornings from 5 to 9.
Only on 98.1 CHFI.
Toronto's perfect music mix.